Hey guys, welcome back to Top 10 Nerd. I'm Deadpool. Happy Halloween. Today is a spooky day full of scary and gruesome monsters, and since this is Top 10 Nerd, I thought I'd bust out a new alternate versions list of one of the creepiest dudes around, Carnage. Carnage is a super popular Spider-Man villain, and he's been around for decades, which means there just might be a few different versions of the guy. And after this, if you're looking for more, maybe check out the alternate versions of Venom video, just to keep it even. Or watch any of the Deadpool videos. That Ron fella is as funny as he is ruggedly handsome. Now get ready, it's time for the top 10 alternate versions of Carnage. Number 10. Little Red Carnage. He appeared in Spider-Man Fairy Tales #1, which was the Little Red Riding Hood version of Spider-Man. We don't see too much of Carnage here, because he's kinda just there to go, oh, look at all the spooky villains that are out there. But it's still a cool version. Plus, I just like talking about Marvel Fairy Tales. I love fairy tales, and this was just right up my alley. Number 9. Lego Carnage. Lego Carnage is, surprise surprise, the Carnage from the Lego games. Honestly, he looks pretty cool in the actual physical Lego. That said, in my opinion, he looks even better in the games. His symbiote tentacles look really cool and wiggly, and the walking animation is as interesting as it is disturbing. Now, this isn't really as scary as Carnage could be, but I really dig it. Number 8. Crossover Carnage. Earth 7642 is the crossover verse, where characters from different comic companies come together. In this world, Carnage and the Joker were both captured and subjected to a treatment that removed any violent tendencies from them. Sounds like a nightmare. Life without violence is like the internet without porn. Just pointless. It was super weird seeing Cletus Cassidy being all timid and scared, although it was even more weird seeing the Joker being timid and scared. But it didn't last long because the symbiote eventually escaped and helped the Joker become evil again, and everything was back the way it was. Number 7. Carnage Cosmic. Carnage Cosmic is the Carnage of Earth 985. In this world, the Avengers tried to set a trap by waiting to attack the symbiote when it went for Cletus Cassidy. But the symbiote instead ended up bonding with Silver Surfer, and everything was suddenly much worse. Good job, guys. He beat Spider-Man, big whoop, Justice, Firestar, and the Avengers single-handedly, and did a whole lot of damage before the Surfer gained control and flew them both into the sun, destroying both of them. They should have called me. I mean, I'd say no, but it's nice to be asked. Number 6. Ultimate Universe Carnage. We've seen a lot of different versions of the Carnage symbiote on this list, but here's one where he actually isn't a symbiote. In the Ultimate Universe, Carnage was created when Curt Connors did an experiment. He combined Peter Parker's DNA with his own, and with the Venom suit that he got from Peter's dad. Oh my god, his life is so boring and confusing. This ended up creating a monster that looks and acts much like the usual Carnage without the symbiotic aspect. It fed on others in order to sustain itself. Now, personally, I like the symbiote version better just because I think it's more original, but it's kinda cool to see him going out as a monster. Number 5. Ultimate Carnage. Yeah, it's another Ultimate Carnage, but this time it's from the Ultimate Spider-Man animated series, which I was in, no big deal. It was just the best cameo ever. Anyway, while most animated versions of Carnage look pretty much the same, this one was a huge departure. Now, not everyone liked it, because it's less slimy and technically than normal, but I thought it was an interesting choice to kind of take a step away from the normal look. Do I prefer the classic look? Yeah, but it's fun to change it up sometimes. Number 4. Carnage Unlimited. The Unlimited Universe is a strange place. Earth TRN 583, or Counter Earth, is on the other side of the sun. It's super different from Earth 616, having been taken over by an intelligent race of animals called bestials. Side note, they do not like it when you make bestiality jokes with them. It's so touchy. Venom and Carnage managed to find their way to the planet with John Jameson and started to mess stuff up. But man alive, Carnage looks really cool. Sure, he probably could have eaten a burger and hit the gym because he's literally skin and bones, but it kind of just makes him even more badass. Number 3. Carnage USA. It's the only way I can say it. Technically isn't an alternate version of Carnage since it takes place on Earth 616, but it is just such an awesome version of him and beautifully drawn, may I add, that it had to be on this list. In this comic, Carnage takes over an entire town using copies of the symbiote. Then a bunch of heroes come and he takes over their bodies too. Look at it, it's amazing. Now of course, Spidey ends up saving the day, but my goodness was this a cool comic. And it's really nice to get a closer look into the psyche of Cletus Cassidy. For some reason, I find myself drawn to insane people. Well, I don't know. Number 2, Bizarnage. As with pretty much all of these alternate versions lists, the Amalgam universe is a great place to look. Bizarnage is as you probably guessed, an amalgamation of Bizarro from DC and Carnage from Marvel. When Project Cadmus tries to replicate alien DNA, they create a crystalline symbiote, Bizarnage. Now it looks pretty sick, almost like he's trying to copy a certain handsome devil on a certain team called the X-Force. Looking sharp, buddy. Number 1. Spider Carnage. Spider Carnage has been seen a few times. In the comics, he's the evil alter ego of Ben Reilly when Ben was bonded with the Carnage symbiote while escaping Ravencroft's institute. God, clones are so annoying! In Spider-Man the Animated Series, Peter Parker was cloned, creating Ben Reilly, who became Scarlet Spider. But in this universe, Peter had an even rougher upbringing, with both his aunt and uncle dying, and he became jealous of Ben and ended up bonding with the Carnage symbiote himself to get vengeance. Finally, a Peter Parker I can get behind. I heard it. In both these appearances, he was basically a cooler looking Spider-Man that was stronger and better and more murderous. And I like murder. I like it a lot. Sexually. That's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please smack that thumbs up button and subscribe to Top 10 Nerd for more videos. What are you dressing up as for Halloween? Let me know in the comment section down below. And let me know if I missed your favorite version of Carnage. I have this feeling I'm missing a few great ones, but I just couldn't think of them with all these voices in my head. Until next time, I'm Deadpool with Top 10 Nerd. Later, nerds.